We begin with breaking news out of the United States this hour, where Kevin McCarthy is set to become the first Speaker in a century to be ousted from his seat. Now, the Speaker is the third most powerful person in the US government. That's behind the President and the Vice President. And he's now staring down a rebellion within his own party. Let's go to our Washington correspondent, Annalise Nielsen. She joins us live now. Annalise, so walk us through what's happening as we speak.
Well, look, this motion to vacate was put forward by Matt Gaetz, a Republican from Florida, yesterday. He's been quite critical of Kevin McCarthy, but it landed hard after Kevin McCarthy agreed to extend the deadline for the government shutdown on Saturday evening, Washington, D.C. time. The critical issue there was that he made a deal with the Democrats to make that happen. To do that, they had to push aside funding for Ukraine to keep the Freedom Caucus and the Republicans happy, and they also had to make some other concessions around how they're going to do these spending bills. But Matt Gaetz followed through with a round of Sunday morning interviews that's culminated in the tabling of this motion yesterday. We're here Tuesday local time. So what's happening now is they've had a vote. One of the supporters of Speaker Kevin McCarthy has tried to table the motion to vacate his seat. They've said, look, let's just not vote on it. Let's kill it that way. They've lost that. The critical reason here is now the Democrats aren't supporting Kevin McCarthy's leadership. He only had that because the numbers are so tight in the House of Representatives. He needed Democrats to come over and support his speakership. Now they've said they're going to leave the Republicans to it. They're going to let them fight this out in public. You can almost bet this is going to be in Democrat ads for the next year about chaos in the House. And we're facing the very real prospect of there being no US Speaker of the House of Representatives.
My only conversation with Jeffries, I got a lot of respect for him. You know, you guys do whatever you need to do. I get politics. I understand where people are. I truly believe, though, the institution of the House.
Pete, this is almost unheard of. As you said, it's been a century since the Speaker of the House of Representatives was ousted, and that was under very different circumstances. This is an attack within the Republican Party. They are bitterly divided over this. And to tell you how extraordinary this is, if we're talking about the prospect of not having a Speaker of the House of Representatives, that is in the line of succession after the President. If they were to become incapacitated, it then goes Vice President, Speaker. The only mechanism to fill that spot was made after 9/11, when there was succession planning around what would happen if a terror attack brought out the Speaker. So he's had to hand a secret list of 10 names of people that could take on that place in the line of succession. It's not verified by constitutional procedure at all. It's completely untested. And it goes into just how chaotic this is all becoming. They're up in the House of Representatives now speaking about who will support Kevin McCarthy, who won't. And we're waiting to see if anyone else actually puts their hand up to take his spot.